Hi everyone, we're in Bergen, Norway. It's been on my bucket list for a long time and I'm finally here. And special thanks to Michael Joseph James, who's a photographer with KCBS in Los Angeles, and suggested with my video that instead of holding the camera like this, I give you a panoramic view like that. Okay, Bergen, Norway. One of my favorite places I've been on this entire trip, and it's one of my new favorite cities, and I'll show you where I'm staying. This is my hotel recommendation. I can't show you much of the hotel because I'm standing on my balcony, but the Admiral Hotel, operated by Clarion, has probably the best location in Bergen, because take a look at this. I'm standing on my little tiny balcony right here. I just walked out from my room to the balcony, and this is my view. Take a look at that. There's Bergen, right there, the harbor town, harbor city, second biggest city in Norway. Absolutely beautiful, these colorful houses and the mountains up above. I can't really show you much more of the mountain because it's a typical Norwegian day in the summertime in July. Cloudy, a little drizzly, fog over the mountain, but back there is a nice big hill that overlooks the entire city. So Bergen is really the stopping off point for a lot of people when they're traveling through Scandinavia. They come to Bergen and then they usually stay here for a couple of days like we are, and then they hop on one of those little boats over there. Actually, ours tomorrow is going to be a lot bigger, but at least from this port over here, it's called an express boat, and 4 hours it takes you through the fjords, takes you north to a city called Balestrand. And when you get to Balestrand's where there's a very famous hotel set right in the middle of one of the fjords where we'll stay, and I'll show you a video of that tomorrow when I get there. But then also, right nearby is the Flam Railway, or the Flam Railway. Is it Flam or Flam? Is it Copenhagen? I told you about that one, but I need someone to comment on this. Tell me in the comment section, is the Flam Railway or the Flam Railway? All I know about it is the steepest railroad in the world. It goes to the fjords. It's going to take us towards Oslo, and we're going to see some spectacular scenery, which of course I'll share with you. But back here in Bergen, one of the most important things you can do, and there are lots of activities from the aquarium to harbor tours to the museums to just the city center, which is beautiful. But the most important thing I did is I took something called the Fløibanen. The Fløibanen, I can't really show you much, but I did post pictures on Facebook. Just look down here and scroll down a little bit. You'll see pictures of the trip on the train up to the top of the mountain. But follow along here. If you see those little pointy buildings over there with the pointy roofs, they're kind of red and brown in color, follow my finger up the hillside and you see these white buildings that go up this way. There's a little rail that runs there, and the Fløibanen is a cable railroad that takes you 1,000 feet up to the top of the hill, and right now you'd be in the clouds if you're up there. And when you're up there, you look at all of Bergen from a totally new perspective. It's absolutely beautiful, and you definitely do that when you come to Bergen. So there's so much to do here. It's a great city. It's a walkable city too, so you can get around pretty much across the entire city in about 15 minutes by foot. And the only warning I have to tell you about Norway, very expensive. The American dollar, as you know, is not worth a lot anywhere in the world right now, especially here in Norway, which is an economic powerhouse. So be prepared to pay pretty much twice as much for everything. I had dinner yesterday at a little place. It was basically a hamburger and hot dog joint, and I paid about $100 for my meal. So it was a meal that should have been about $40 in the U.S., and it cost about $100 here in Norway. All right, so our next stop is Balestrand. We'll be there tomorrow. I'll post another video, and all I can say is wish you were here.